Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We are creative crews from Thailand. It's our honor to be here presenting our project, The Classroom for the Blind. This is a renovation project converting typical classroom in local blind school as a new prototype. Before we begin the presentation, please let us show you a short video as a brief introduction for our project. In this video, you will see two key persons who we work closely with. One, he is school principal, and the other one, she is officer from Ministry of Education, which they are both blind. Sorry.
F5
คำถามที่เรามักจะเจอบ่อยคือคนตาบอดจะเรียนไปทำไมคือโดยภาพรวมในปัญหาอย่างหนึ่งของคนตาบอดหรือคนพิการเนี่ยกว่าจะได้เข้าสู่ระบบการศึกษาเนี่ยค่อนข้างจะช้ามากแต่พัฒนาการแทบจะไม่ต่างกับเด็ก 3-4 ขวบ
พอผมสั้นแล้วก็หน้าเรียบๆเหมือนกันมีขนอยู่ที่คางด้วยจมูกพ่อก็ใหญ่อยู่นิดนึงแต่ว่าจมูกแม่เล็กอยู่นิดนึงเล็กเท่าหนูอ่ะตาแม่ก็เหมือนตาคนตาดีอ่ะแหละที่มันจะหุบสนิทเลยอ่ะ
การสัมผัสนะคะเป็นจุดเริ่มต้นของการเรียนรู้ของเด็กตาบอดเลยเพื่อที่จะจำแนกแยกให้ออกว่าสิ่งนั้นคืออะไร
เด็กตาปกติครับเวลามองภาพรวมก่อนแล้วเราค่อยเข้าไปเห็นภาพย่อยๆครับในขณะเด็กตาบอดเนี่ยเขาจะเห็นภาพย่อยๆด้วยการสัมผัสครับแล้วถึงจะรู้ว่าของพวกนี้เป็นยังไง
การฝึกให้เขาได้ใช้ปลายนิ้วสัมผัสสิ่งต่างๆก็จะเป็นพื้นฐานที่จะช่วยส่งเสริมให้เขาได้เรียนรู้อักษรเบรลล์ได้ในโอกาสต่อไปค่ะ
เราพยายามที่จะดึงเขาออกมาจากกรอบที่เขามีอยู่พยายามขยายกรอบของเขาครับให้มากขึ้นเพราะจริงๆแล้วสุดท้ายเขาต้องใช้ชีวิตเหมือนคนปกติ
The major problem in Thai education among blind kids is the slow in development, which comes from their parents overly protected. When we first visited the school, we found out that there are many kids prefer to face themselves down to floor or wall due to their own safety. This problem leads to the statistic that there are only 15% among blind people in Thailand that get access to further education. And then it's pointed out in this comparison chart that you could see a high contrast in profession variety between blind people in Thailand and international. This huge gap tells us that there are much more that blind people in Thailand could do. Therefore, come to one of our aim is to change the blind parents' perception in sending their kids to school. Even though the kids prefer to face themselves down to floor or wall, we believe that there are different methods for learning. The design is based on international pre-built curriculum. Is to develop the coordination of small muscle movement, also called fine motor skill that use daily life. Also preparation for further study for the refined touch at fingertips in Braille study. In this typical classroom, we converted all walls to be interactive media with learning pins. Some walls are with holes that you could slot in the pins. Some walls are simpler with magnetic pins. The first wall is installed with simpler pin shape, such as sphere, boxes, cylinder, etc. This is to provide an easier understanding and easier to grab for the beginner. One of the ideas that we got inspired to do this design is during the workshop with students in the school. We were asked to teach blind students how to dance, which is a stunning question that we took for quite a while, because normally when you teach someone to dance, you dance and they see you. This one we just need to raise our hand up, go in circular way. So this also integrate into this wall that kids could learn the sense of direction. For second and third wall, is the pin is more in advanced shapes and with different of thickness, sizes, weight and texture. Also in this wall, we incorporate some pin that could install some item for daily life. For example, sugar, salt, pepper. Because when we interview all the blind people, they say they don't smell everything when they cook because sometimes it's pain in their nose. For example, pepper. That's why this pin is here. And then the last wall is in the more complex pin shapes, such as animals. This is additional from International Pre-Bell curriculum as a special request from the school principal, because to let blind kids understand what the item is, for example, animal or daily object, is help to expand their imagination. Because we perceive different from them, we can see, for example, elephant as a whole, but for blind people, they have to touch them part by part until they scan through entire body and they understood this is elephant. Apart from walls, we also incorporate braille block on the floor. This is a trick for those kids who just face themselves down to the floor. They could touch something and then it could move closer to the wall. Blindness has different level. There are some students with low vision eyesight, which they can see 70% contrast in color. That's why all the pins are in very vivid colors. And also we integrate the pin slot that facing to the glass facade with some tinted film glass to activate for the low vision blind kids, for low vision kids to see and slot pin in according to the color. Apart from the classroom, we also converted the balcony in front of the classroom to be interactive media with learning pin on the facade. This is to celebrate the learning process of the blind that not just need to be inside typical classroom. Come to our another aim is that we believe that we don't stop just only this classroom. We believe it could be a prototype or pilot project, and we are open for anyone who are interested in Thai school or perhaps international. They can ask for free consultation, collaboration and drawings from us. As we believe that just do a small part, we could contribute to society in a larger part. Before we end this presentation, please let us show you another video clip as a credit and thank you message from everyone we work with.
การตาบอดมันไม่ได้น่ากลัวถึงแม้ว่าเขาจะตาบอดเขายังมีประสาทสัมผัสมีสมองมีมือมีเท้าที่เขาสามารถที่จะเรียนรู้เพื่อที่จะพาชีวิตเขาก้าวไปข้างหน้าได้
อย่าสงสารลูกพอสงสารลูกเนี่ยสงสารความพิการเนี่ยจะไม่ยอมให้ลูกทำอะไรงั้นสิ่งที่เราต้องการคือให้เขาทำเหมือนกับเด็กปกติให้มากที่สุดถ้าไม่งั้นความพิการจะรุนแรงถ้าเรายิ่งประคบประหงมมากเท่าไหร่ความพิการก็จะยิ่งรุนแรงมากขึ้นเป็นเงาตามตัวแต่ในทางตรงข้ามถ้าเราปล่อยให้เขาได้มีอิสระปล่อยให้เขาได้เรียนรู้ตามวัยตามธรรมชาติเหมือนกับเด็กทั่วไปความพิการมันจะลดลง
อยากเรียนด้านกฎหมายครับ
อยากเป็นล่ามค่ะอยากเป็นล่ามแปลค่ะอยากไปเป็นนักกีฬาทีมชาติแข่งพาราลิมปิกค่ะ
อยากเป็นครูค่ะและอยากให้ความรู้กับเด็กๆรุ่นหลังค่ะช่วยยายซักผ้าทำกับข้าวเก็บผักครับก็จะใช้ชีวิตเหมือนคนปกตินี่แหละ
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just going to ask a simple question. How does this lovely room relate to the rest of the school? Has it had any effects that have evolved and started to change the way the rest of the building is treated from the interior point of view?
We just recently completed this project for a couple of months, and there are many kids would be happy to come here and play, because when we just completed, there are some braille on the floor that is not correct, so the school principal closed the room, not allow the kids to come in. When we go in to take photo, then the kids could come in and they ask, "Uncle, when you coming back again?" I would like to come back to this room again.
So it's popular with the kids.
Yes.
Yeah, and actually it's a single room in the school. So actually our aim is to apply it for the other schools in Thailand for the blind. I mean.
But what about the rest of the school? Do you feel that the rest of the school is not actually favouring the needs of the students?
Okay, there are certain special classroom in each school in Thailand that for the kids who just newcomer, they put the kids in the cushion room, floor, wall to protect the kids from falling down, which is not ideal for kids to grow up. So this is like the idea to replace that room in every school. And then we still believe that normal teaching in typical classroom environment also still necessary, but just this is like change and improve that classroom.
Yeah, or the other classroom is actually for the kids to learn how to read in braille. But this one is actually for the pre-braille, meaning like for like pre-kindergartens or like the newcomers, even though they're old, right? But they didn't know how to use their finger properly. So they could learn in this room first before they move on to the other classes. Yeah.
So before you did this, they didn't have anything really to
But
allow.
they have that room that he mentioned.
The cushion room.
Yeah.
But very basic.
Mm.
Thank you, Mary.
So are you hoping that this becomes a kind of prototype for other schools in Thailand, or what is the...
We hope that this could change that cushion room that is commonly you could find in every school in Thailand. Because during the process, in the beginning, we went to a few blind school in Thailand and select the site with clients. And then we select this school because it's a second-class school because those kids who are like intelligent or smart, they go to the top school of blind school. But then this is like they're not selected, they come to this school. And we believe that this is better to improve on the second tier of the school.
And it has more impact when it goes to the press or our client actually advertise it. So we are working with a client and actually the people who making the book, we actually transforming it into a manual so that like if like certain schools or certain clients, our other clients or anyone or any organizations in Thailand, they have like a lower budget, they could have like the 4 pins onto one wall, or it can be like adaptable. So we're actually developing that manual together with the client's team. Yeah.
Just would like to ask you, it's a fantastically useful thing and no doubt that it is doing a fantastic job. So, but can you tell me, because we are judging the design ability and the design issues, so what exactly have you done? You were given the animals and you just put them on the wall and they specified what are the contrasting colors, and the same applies to all those shapes and holes which you have on the other wall. So you just put all those things which were in the brief together, including the floor and such like.
Yes, maybe I explain the idea, that original of the ideas. It came from, first it's based on the international pre-braille curriculum, and also it's based from the special request from the school principal to have special objects apart from geometry form or whatever in the curriculum. And then it's come to the third idea is that when we workshop with them that I explained earlier on, that to dance, because it gives a sense of orientation and movement, and then it could trick the student to work on this. All the pins except the animals, we work closely with the toys factory to produce them specially for this one, but it's easier to replicate because it's just cheap wood. Every item we selected here to put into the room, we careful with the budget. The entire classroom is less than 20,000 euro, and it could be cheaper if you just minimize the area. Yeah.
So actually, the existing classroom right, is actually what you could see in the video where the principal was sitting. So previously, they have like a typical windows and typical shelves, and then on the sides of, well, okay, I move back here. We actually put on the walls, the new walls with the panels. So it's actually MDF boards with the holes, and then we develop the pins, as he said. And on the other side, where you see on your left-hand side, right, where the pins are like the circular shapes and different textures, that one, it used to be a window. Yeah, and then we actually apply the film, the colored films, onto the windows, so that when the kids, didn't put the pins onto the holes, right, they could see colors. And if they're like low vision people, right, they can learn how to match the pin colors with the holes. Yeah.
Yes. I think it's a very interesting approach. I think I had too much coffee. And what I like in your project that your intervention is helping the function and is not taking the place of it. And even if it's a small scale, I think that you did a quite good work on choosing the materials and the colors, and so for me it's a quite interesting work.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's it's a beautiful room to look at, actually, of course, and an amazing thing for a designer to try and think without one of our prime senses. I have two questions for you. One is, I understand the visual impairment, exaggeration of contrast of light, and also the sense of smell. But I'm interested to understand the acoustics of this space. And then my other question is whether you did any preparation in the design of this yourselves. Like, did you think about walking around blindfolded, or how did you put yourselves in the way in which so many people in this room are actually going to experience it, which is so different to how we experience it?
Sorry, can you repeat the first question again?
Oh, the first question is about acoustics, the acoustics of the space.
Okay. Actually, there are more lessons in this classroom more than what we presented. There are smell class. There are also lighting class as well. Because, for example, this one is just basically for kids to go further study, or for them to live their life after this school as well. So the smell is show those dangerous smell that kids to know that, for example, gas leakage. And that we have a team to put the record or the sound for the kids to listen in this room. So actually that's one we miss out, but or the equipment are installed in the cabinet.
So it's not visually visible inside the interior photos, but actually inside the room we have like installed the speakers and things like that. Yeah, but for the normal acoustic level, right, we actually changed the flooring into rubber tiles because it's easier to be replaced, and actually that's about it actually. Yeah.
I'm afraid our time.
Okay.
So, but thank you.